Magandang buhay po sa ating lahat. Talakayin naman natin ngayon ang multi-step problem solving involving whole numbers and decimals. Nasa week 6 na po tayo ng Math 6 Quarter 1. Sa pagkakataong ito ay ipaliwanag sa atin sa pamagitan ng isang video presentation ni Miss G. Susunod na.
Multi-step problem solving involving whole numbers and decimals. After going through this lesson, you are expected to solve multi-step problem involving multiplication and addition or subtraction of decimals, mixed decimals, and whole numbers, including money, using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. Let us start with learning task number 1 in page 28 of our module. You are asked to enumerate the 4 steps in solving simple problems and to write the hidden questions for every step. You can pause this video to write your answers on your notebook or on a separate sheet of paper. For step number 1, we have to understand and determine the given data or facts in the given word problem. Step number 2 is to plan or know what is being asked in the problem. Step number 3 is the solution or to make the number sentence and solve. Lastly, step number 4 is to check if the answers satisfy the problem or if your answer answers the given problem. Multi-step word problem are combinations of either 2 or 3 fundamental operations, which includes hidden questions like addition and subtraction, subtraction and multiplication, multiplication and division, or addition, multiplication and division, subtraction, multiplication and division, addition, subtraction and multiplication, and addition, subtraction and division. Here, you will be able to think deeply and improve your higher order thinking skills to solve the problems. Let's try learning task number 2 in page 28 of our module. You are asked to solve the given problems, use the 4 steps in solving word problems, and write the hidden questions in your answer. Number 1. Mr. Fernandez earns 28 pesos and 50 centavos per hour as an office clerk. He earns 1.75 times as his regular rate for overtime. His regular work is 40 hours per week. He gets overtime pay if he works more than 40 hours. How much is his total earning if he works 45 hours in 1 week? So we are going to use the 4 steps in solving word problems, which is step number 1, to understand the given data or facts in the word problem. First is, Mr. Fernandez earns 28 pesos and 50 pesos per hour. He earns 1.75 times as his regular rate for overtime. His regular work is 40 hours per week. And he gets an overtime pay if he works more than 40 hours. Step number 2 is to know how much is his total earning if he works 45 hours in 1 week, or to know what is being asked. Step number 3 is to make the number sentence. Since Mr. Fernandez works 40 hours with the rate of 28 pesos and 50 centavos, therefore we are going to multiply 28 pesos and 50 centavos by 40. Next is to multiply the regular rate per hour by 1 and 75 to 5 hours for the overtime pay. We multiplied 28 pesos and 50 pesos per hour by 1 and 75 since it is the overtime rate. And we also multiplied the answer by 5 hours because Mr. Fernandez worked 5 hours overtime. After getting the product, add them up together to get the total earnings of Mr. Fernandez. So we are going to add the 40 hours payment of Mr. Fernandez for his regular time work and the overtime pay of Mr. Fernandez within 5 hours. Therefore, the total earnings of Mr. Fernandez is 1,389 pesos and 375 centavos. You can pause this video and answer the remaining items on your module. And after answering, you may now proceed with the next part. Let's move with learning task number 3. A clerk is paid 45 pesos and 50 centavos per hour for 40 hours per week. 1 and 50 times the regular rate for overtime and double the regular for a holiday. How much does the clerk get if he works overtime for 3 hours and 5 hours on a holiday? Let's start with knowing the given facts or data. The clerk is paid 45 pesos and 50 centavos per hour for 40 hours per week. 1 and 50 times the regular rate for overtime and double the regular rate for a holiday. Next is to know what is being asked. How much does the clerk get if he works overtime for 3 hours and 5 hours on a holiday? First is to multiply 45 pesos and 50 centavos per hour by 40 hours since the clerk works 40 hours in a week with the rate of 45 pesos and 50 centavos. Next is to multiply the rate per hour of the clerk by 1.50 for the overtime rate by 3 hours since he worked 3 hours for overtime. Third is to multiply 45 pesos and 50 centavos by 2 for the holiday rate by 5 hours since he worked 5 hours during a holiday. After getting all the products, we are going to add the 40 hours pay, the holiday pay, and the overtime pay. Therefore, the clerk gets 2,479 pesos and 75 cents. You can pause again this video and answer the remaining items in learning task number 3. When the time that you have mastered on how to solve problems and can be able to analyze it, you can answer problems as fast as you can without using the steps. If you can solve problems critically, we can also create our own problems, which is what we are going to do in our learning task number 4, to create a simple problem using the given data. After creating a simple problem, we are going to solve and write the answers on our notebook or in a piece of paper. Here we have the given 80 pineapples at 15 pesos and 25 centavos each, 3 pineapple got rotten, sold the rest at 20 pesos each, and the amount of gain. You can create your own word problem using the given data. Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. Quote by Paul J. Mayer.